Hey guys, come on today to talk to you guys a little about some of the products that we have, especially our Rosemary product line. So, I'll give you some special effects of it as well as some of the other ingredients that's in there and the reason why these products are amazing for your hair and your scalp and to help with the blood circulation, especially for people that's premenopause or menopausal or you done had chemo treatment, just different things going on with your body and certain medication that you're on that affecting your hair loss. But give me a few seconds. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. So we're talking about rosemary. So rosemary, the scientific name for rosemary is Rosemary natis officinalis. I guess it's a scientific name for it, whatever. But um, and the vasodilator is was help it served as a vasodilator, where it helped to open up the blood vessels, and it's believed to help to improve the blood flow and boost the hair ability to become thick, healthy, and well attached to the scalp. A lot of people are familiar with the rosemary oils and stuff like that. So the rosemary oil, help like stimulate the hair follicles, as well as improve scalp health and strengthen the hair shaft. A lot of people don't realize that if you use rosemary, some people start to drink rosemary tea, do different things. So, like I say, you are what you eat, and if you are doing that, eventually start seeing benefits come out other ways in your body as you're doing your intake. So, if you doing the intake as that, why not just start using stuff for your I would say exterior part of your body. So the first thing people see is always like with your face, your hair, and a lot of things that's going on with your body does come out in your hair. Like I said before in one of my other videos, that I'm a hairstylist as well as a master barber. Um, I'm not really active in it now, but I did it for over 25 years. They're trying to get me back into it, but we child. We'll think about that later. But rosemary is good for a lot of different things. And like I said, the products that we have produced for you guys, like the rosemary shampoo, well, the shampoo rosemary and the conditioner rosemary, as well as the hair mask rosemary that we have. And then we have the spray hair defense. It's also a good hydrating spray, and the hair serum rosemary. So we have a variety of products that have those items in it, and but I wanted to really talk to you guys, starting with the rosemary, since that's part of the product name that you see on the exterior of the bottles that we have. So a lot of people, people think that when your hair stimulates, they're thinking of mainly like menthol. But I don't realize a lot of other things stimulate your hair too as well, like onion. We have onion in our products. We have caffeine in our products. Collagen good, but it's for your skin bouncy. Um, some more stuff, but give me a few more seconds. Somebody keep coming to the door. I'm sorry. Okay, so it was talking about rosemary. So the rosemary or the serum work as a stimulating for hair growth and blocking effects for types of testosterone, which shrinks the hair follicles and leads to hair loss. So that's why using rosemary, the oil or the serum, or the shampoos and stuff like that, because a lot of stuff have the oils and stuff in it, and it help with blocking send the testosterone from shrinking your hair follicles, and that help choke when the follicles are shrunk or your follicles are clogged or whatever. It chokes the hair, and what happens? It's gonna eventually break. I'll be back. Okay, so still talking about rosemary, but I gonna say, oh, it was a study back in 2015 about rosemary oil. So I think some participants did I guess a 6 months trial using rosemary, and they realized on their hair and stuff, and they realized that it showed effects similar to those of minoxidil. And it was also the same study found that rosemary oil could help treat androgenetic alopecia, and it's a common type of hair loss associated with sex hormones, including testosterone, like I was stated before, and reduce the hair loss associated with the condition. So, like I said, rosemary is good for a lot of different things, and people don't realize that. And another thing, like I was saying before, if you have like been using different medication and stuff like that, they're causing hair loss. Because not a lot of people don't realize that high blood pressure pills, the medication stuff like that can cause hair loss. Well, allegedly. But let's just say that I was a stylist, and then a lot of people that was actually using but it was on high blood pressure pills and things had those issue of hair breakage in different spots and stuff, especially around the crown area of the hair. But like I said, anything that you use, you always want to consult with your physician about it to see if it's safe for you to use. But like I said, natural herbs, different things like that, but still, just to see if it won't conflict with the medication that you're actually on. Rosemary also could reduce dandruff in your hair. Like for instance, if you have like the scalp that flake a lot, whatever, if you're using it consistently, whatever, you will start seeing a difference in the reduction of the actual flakes on your scalp. But you got to give it time, just like anything else. Some people might see results like the first couple times they use it. It just depends on how bad your dandruff is and what shape your scalp is actually in before that. Because if your scalp is not healthy, it can come from other things too. So just anything you do, you got to make sure you're consistent with whatever it is. And then it also help with to limit the scalp inflammation. And I also want you guys to know that rosemary good for to protect you from heat damage. Like if you have dry, dull, or frizzy hair and split ends due to heat damage are common. But if you use rosemary products regularly, especially the oils, the serums, whatever, and rub on your hair a little before you actually curl your hair, especially like the serums, because the serum is not as greasy as the oil. And then we have the spray heat defense. Is a hydrating spray as well, but you can put on your hair wet or dry. Now if you're going to put it on your hair, like I said, you can put it on there if you blow drying your hair, whatever, and you just go in and flat iron, that's fine. Or if you can leave it wet, that's okay too. But we're talking about the heat right now. So if you spray some of that heat defense on there, like I said, rosemary's in it, and it helps improve texture. It's what a moisture and shine. And I also want you guys to know that rosemary can help with premature graying. It is a study out there about that, but they still doing a little bit more studying about that. But they saying it's a possibility it could help with premature graying as well. But give me a little bit, and I'll be back again to talk about some more with these ingredients as well. Okay, I'm back again to talk about another ingredient that's in our hairline products and some of our other products that we have. So, in a previous videos I did, I was talking about the rosemary that's in the products. It is on the exterior of some of the bottles, so I'm going to talk about collagen. So, does collagen thicken your hair? And the answer is yes. Collagen is potent and natural solution for thickening hair, reducing hair loss, and accelerating the speed of hair growth. So, people realize, well, a lot of people kind of know now that it also boosts skin and nails health. And so we do have a skincare line as well, but we will talk about that a little later. But I was just thinking about it because some of those products have collagen as well in there. But Collagen, no, its amino acids promote healthy hair growth. Give me a few minutes, few seconds. Okay, sorry about that. Um, on so many videos, you'll see me come in and out due to I'm running multi businesses, so I'm sorry about that. But I'm trying to get this content out about my hair products and my other products I have. But anyway, so we're talking about collagen. So collagen, well, how it works pretty much is that collagen is a rich source of essential amino acids that create keratin in the body, including the most important amino acid for keratin production is proline. So it is also powerful antioxidants that create healthy hair follicles. And that is a plus because if your follicles are not healthy, you're going to have those issues of hair loss. Um, so healthy hair follicles are the key to thick, strong strands of hair and minimal hair loss. Unfortunately, hair follicles commonly suffer damage from free radicals that communicate due to chronic stress, poor eating habits, sun exposure, or age. So that's why our products are really good for these things. Because if you haven't been treating your hair right, or your age, and like I said, premature menopause, how the body's going through all kinds of different things, and if you're there, you already know what I'm talking about. And if you're not there, keep living. And if so, supposed used to say, keep living, you will realize. And so what we do, we try to help do the things that we can do to help with our hair loss, our skin, whatever we can do, especially when taking care of ourselves when we was younger. It's never really too late to do nothing to it, unless it just, you just scarred it, and your follicles just completely gone. But as long as you see the little, if you see the little holes in your scalp, if somebody can stand up, you see the little holes in your scalps, that's with your follicles where the strands of hair actually grows out of. Now, there was a study, another study about, I think in 2016, somewhere in Tokyo somewhere, but they found that positive relationship to free radicals and hair loss. The scientific found that the more free radicals that communicate me, I can't even talk. My bad. I am so sorry. Been a long day. But the skin and the scalp, the more people experience hair loss and hair thinning. But there is where collagen come in at is very handy for that. The richness in the antioxidants. Antioxidants are good for a lot of other things too as well. But the products have the collagen in there, and the antioxidants within it, easily digestible proteins is able to fight against free radicals and prevent future hair damage. Let's see. Something I want to talk to y'all about, but I was trying to write one of the notes I had. Here's one right here. So, fortunate studies have found that type 1 collagen is able to fight against the free radicals on the scalp that cause the hair loss and hair thinning by supplying the skin around the hair follicles with potent antioxidants. So, that's why we got our different ingredients in there. I'm telling you guys, the products are awesome. But having different ingredients in there and knowing what these ingredients does, they all to each other, and all leads to the healthy, blood flow of the hair, stimulating the scalp, helping them follicles, strengthening them strands that's coming out. Because your hair constantly grow. People don't realize that your hair gonna grow. No matter what you do, but it's what you're gonna either it grows because you keep it on your head. Because it needs to grow with 1 to 4 inches every 4 to 6 weeks, just like your lashes, anything else. But just so you don't have a new growth, if you ever have a relaxer before, you can see the new growth on your hair. That's your hair growing. So people start to try to say, my hair is not growing, my hair is not growing. No, your hair is growing. It just, are you being able to keep it on your head? What are you doing to nourish that hair? But back to some of these ingredients. And then, like, people don't realize that collagen are known for improving skin elasticity. So if it improves the skin elasticity, yes, of course, it's going to improve the hair elasticity. So, most stylists, what we do, especially when you want, your first time coming to us, whatever, we do a strand test. And a strand test dealing with the elasticity of your hair and the density of your hair. All those different things to know if you can get chemicals in your hair, what you need to put in your hair. Like you might need a protein treatment or you need moisturizer treatment or different things that we do, what we should do if they're not doing it, what we should do to see what's going on with your hair. And I was one of them stylists that you was calling me a hair doctor because I promise you, I kept data on your hair. I mean, you first come to me, you gonna give me information about your hair. I had a data book, I'm putting all kind of information in there about your hair. You came to my salon, just like you walk into the doctor's office, fill out paperwork. You don't fill out paperwork because I want to know what's going on with your hair, what you were doing before you got to me, and then I'm gonna educate you on what I'm doing to your hair, what I'm using, and what you need, just in case if you can't get back to me, you might be out of town somewhere, or I might be too busy. Get to another stylist. They might not style the hair the same, but they can treat the hair the same. So it's good to know these things about your hair, skin, or whatever it is. Nails too. That way you can tell the next person in that profession what you was doing prior. And that's how a lot of stuff get mixed up with people going around lying on stylists, or stylists don't know what they're doing, or they do know what they're doing, they just can't express it to you what they're doing, or they just don't tell you what they're doing. And you just trying to figure it out. But it's good if you can find a stylist that's going to educate you on what they're doing, why they're doing it, and why you need whatever it is. So, and that's sometimes why they won't do certain styles on your head as well. It's just not all about the money, you know? But we love the money too, though. But we still want you to be able to come back and have a healthy head of hair. Because if not, it make it harder for us to maintain the styles you want, your hair, or whatever. If you're lying to us and we're not educating you and just going back and forth, and this how people start shop hopping, and some people just gonna do it anyway. But then you come back to a stylist that actually know what they're doing and they educate you, and the prices are higher because they gotta correct certain things that wasn't done prior when you left them or before you came to them. Now back to collagen. Like I said, they're rich in amino acid, the antioxidant, and a lot of more things. But I think I have to end this video because I see clients coming to the door for other business. You believe it? I will talk back to you on the next video. Okay, I come back to talk to you guys. Well, to recap pretty much about the 2 different ingredients we talked about so far in our product hairline. The first one was rosemary. So just a quick recap on the rosemary, the benefits for the rosemary is to stimulate your hair follicles, improve scalp health, strengthen the hair shaft. And then let's talk about collagen. We talked about collagen, but collagen benefits is collagen I am so sorry, I'm all over the place, I'm sorry. Okay, and then the collagen helps supply amino acids for hair protein structure, scalp, skin, follicle health, and overall antioxidant protection, which can help hair strength, shine, slow down, thinning, or damage hair. So those 2 ingredients we talked about so far, and we'll come back on and talk about some of the other ones, if not today, a later day. Have a good one.